Wanted to get quick thoughts on what happened yesterday up in Charlotte with the Carolina Panthers, 26-24, the final. I think most people talking about that rough in the passer call on the last drive where was it Burns there rushing the quarterback through the offensive lineman, hits him before he even throws it, and they still called it. I would imagine that would not make a former defensive player happy. How did you see that one, Corey?
I don't like them. I just don't like any of these roughing the passers, college pros. But if we're going by the rule, God, I'm getting older, Tim. I'm getting too logical now, right? So, but if we're going by the rule, right? The rule, the rest was right. They didn't miss the call. He did hit him in the head. And anything from shoulder up, neck up is a foul. That's the rule. Now, it could be subjective, right? It could be one official might just say, "No, I ain't gonna call it." It's kind of in the crunch time of the game. I'm leaving. One may say, "You know what? I'm about the rules. The rules are the rules. I'm throwing a flag," and that's what happened on yesterday. But that being said, for all the Carolina Panther fans out there, when I was on the radio with Kyle Beck, that was mad at me for picking the Browns. How can you pick the Cleveland Browns and they got a backup quarterback and Baker Mayfield, and we got new hope and all this energy in Charlotte? Can I just tell you, I told him this, Tim Hill. I said, they got a guy called, his name is Nick Chubb. They got another dude that wears 27. His name, not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but Kareem Hunt. They got one of the best offensive lines in football. You know what the Cleveland Browns' identity is? Run, run, run. You know what else they got? A 95 over there that's playing against a rookie that gets a real taste of what the NFL is. Welcome to the NFL, Icky. And he was getting beat like a drum, which I told him it was going to happen. Then they had another guy over there who named Jadeveon Clown, and by the way, is a pretty daggum good football player as well. So when I looked at this game, it was closer than I thought. It was going the way I thought the first three quarters, but Baker, give him credit. He brought him back. Nah, they were going to lose this game. The Carolina Panthers, I can say this now, are not a well-coached football team. I don't know what David Tepper, Matt Rhule is a college guy. It will be the same thing if Dabo Swinney tried to coach the NFL. That a nice guy. This is not just 18 to 22-year-olds no more. These are grown men, and he's not understanding what he's doing. And so that probably wasn't a call. It's the coach, because they should have had a chance, but it was coaching, in my opinion, that really cost them the game. But the Cleveland Browns are going to win anyway because I picked them. That was my dog pick.
So Panthers for the season, how you seeing it? Obviously, you're not too big on them. You're saying they're like a 4 or 5 win team, 6?
6-11. Guess what I saw? I saw the Atlanta Falcons with new coach. It looked pretty daggum good, but they lost in a tight one. Jameis Winston is the dude. Jameis Winston's playing some good football back off the knee injury. They're not going to beat New Orleans. We saw Tampa Tom last night just do his thing against the Cowboys, who's supposed to have one of the better defenses in the NFL. He goes on the road, and he don't know crazy big numbers, but Tampa's Tampa. They got great defense. They can run it with Leonard Fournette over 100. So they're not better. The first week, they're not better than Atlanta. They're not better than New Orleans. They're not better than Tampa. That puts them 4th. And they got a pretty tough schedule. I got them going 6-11. I'm going to say it right now, and you'll be able to replay this. Matt Rhule's last year is this year in Charlotte, North Carolina, because that his recipe isn't going to get it done. And I will say Baker Mayfield just a one-year wonder in Carolina as well. He'll be an unrestricted free agent, and they're going to have to find themselves a quarterback. Maybe it's Bryce Young, maybe it's C.J. Stroud, maybe it's somebody like that they're going to have to try to find to build a team around. But right now, they're just not that good. Not a good offensive line. Christian McCaffrey wasn't used the way he should have been used. That's coaching. I mean, defensively, they can't stop the run. Does that sound familiar? Maybe it's just a Carolina thing, because it just looks the same. Clemson can't run the football. Offensive line bad. Maybe there's something in the Carolinas, man, of can't run the football, can't protect the quarterback. I don't know. Can't stop the run. I don't know what's going on, brother. We got to start praying that we change this vibe in Carolina.
Keep in mind, Corey is coming off a weekend wedding. and some hot coffee in the nether regions this morning as well. So it's all about perspective, baby.
And I'm mad because I just spilled coffee all in my. If you can see me down here, my truck's right there, coffee everywhere. I mean, but you know what? This still is a day that the Lord has made, and I'm rejoicing. That's all. I got coffee on me. It's Monday. You know, I got to go clean up the yard, but I'm rejoicing that God has blessed me. I'm on here with my man, the unrestricted free agent 10. Listen, can't be in the better.
Amen to that. Amen to that. The pastor of pain, Corey Miller.